Hi everyone, it's FC.Liverpool, it's everything Liverpool, and the derby tomorrow. What can we do? What can we talk about? There's a lot to talk about actually. There's the stand that won't be finished until next year. Next summer, they're going to do the little corner, the Anfield Road end, starting after the end of the season. Think about that. Think about that. It's absolutely ridiculous. It really is. And people who can't go to the game. Now, there's the club saying, don't give your tickets away to your relatives. Do not do that. Give them back to us so we can give them to the supporters. Be more corporate, to be honest. That's who they're worried about. Those supporters. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I want your views on it, actually. If you can come out with your views and just let me know. Just let me know. Please, just let me know. And derby games are very funny, as you know. And there's Stephen Snake, more or less, saying the same. The derby's Saturday, tomorrow's Friday. Evening, fella. Evening, Stephen. Evening, Stephen. But, you know, if there's anyone out there, just put your comments in. I will read them. I will. And I'll try and discuss them. And you discuss them as well. Agree or disagree with the other comments as well. Just agree or disagree. That's all you've got to do. I want you to... I've got a guest coming on anyway. I've got the likes of Keith Taylor. And Keith always works and like till late. So we'll be coming on. He's sure to be coming on. Just a little bit later on. And I'll have him on right away. But I want who your team should be. You know, your back four. Your back four. Then your midfield. Then your forwards. Who would you like to see there playing? And Gakpo, as we know, is still out. He's still out, unfortunately. So there's no decision when he's going to be fit again. And don't forget young Betatic as well. He's still injured. He's still out. So is this kid injury prone? Is this kid injury prone? I just don't know. As Stephen Snape says, it's a debacle over the stand. It's abject mismanagement typical of FSG's penny pinching strategy. Yeah, of course, it's just absolutely ridiculous. It really is. It really is. I was talking to somebody. He was saying, why should we give our tickets away? Why? Why are the club doing this? These are Liverpool supporters. These are. Would you agree with me that because of the stand, the upper stand isn't finished, that they should not give away supporters the tickets for away supporters, just have Liverpool supporters? Would you agree with that? Until the upper stand is finished. And as Stephen Snape says, you know, he's got the debacle, and it is a debacle. How can you define a debacle over the stand and penny pinching? They've got people, the due diligence must have been shocking, unless it was overruled by the owners. By saying, no, we'll have these. They might get the job done. They might get the job done. So again, the onus is on the owners themselves. I'd just like you to comment on that. Please do. Please comment. Gapco trains with the squad today, Frank. He's not match fit, though. Well, that's good. That's good. Glad to see him, glad to see him back in training because he's a good player. He really is. He really is a good player. Thank you, Stephen. Shane McGowan. Evening. Good evening, Frank. I hope all is going well with you. I'm sure that's Arthur Schofield. Thank you, Arthur. That's and as Stephen Snake says, that's actually not a bad idea about the tickets just for our fans till the upper Annie's done. Yeah, because I've been thinking of that. If this happens, in my opinion, to any other ground, they just say, no, our fans come first. Our fans come first. And that's what I think anyway. That's what I think. Because there's fans going without matches. They've paid for the tickets. They've paid for the tickets. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It really is. It's a sham. It's a sham. And I can't get over this thing. Honestly, I just can't get over it. I don't know. It's so annoying. It really is annoying for me, by the way. It really is. But I just want to put this up a minute. And it's only a small business. These people don't sponsor me. No one sponsors me. But you might think that, oh, look at them, you must have. No, because these are just nice people. They've got a little shop and they open 2 hours for 2 hours before every game. Every home game, that is. Not every game, every home game. And it's all top quality. Michael Dean and his lovely wife, Michelle Dean. And they've got some smashing stuff, you really. So, and Jamie Phillips, he's one of the best, Jamie. He's a smashing fella. He's got a great following as well. He really has. He's just one nice person and a good red as well. A very good red. And Marios Manzos, this is number 1, by the way. The social one. Why Jurgen Klopp was a perfect fit for Liverpool. And if you think about that, why Jurgen Klopp was a perfect fit for Liverpool. The social one, because he's a socialist, and this is a socialist city, no matter how you look at it. Liverpool is a socialist city. And that's the perfect fit. This is why he's so passionate about Liverpool, believe it or not. Jurgen Klopp, that is. Stephen Snake says, this is actually not a bad idea. Oh, I'm sorry. He says, just shows you the contempt in which FSG holds our fans. Begs the question. Customers, absolutely. You're trying to define that to me, that terminology, customers. So I've been a customer for all these years, going to finals, doing everything. Spending, there's lads who have been. I remember Rome, a lad sold his car, and sold his car. She said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to a match to Rome. And she said, what? Anyway, he just went. And little did she know there was no car. She'd never realised for a couple of days, no car. That's a true story, man. It's a true story. And there's great books by Jeff Goulding there. Absolutely brilliant. They really are. Everything about the Liverpool. Everything. All Liverpool. It really is. if you want good reads about the Reds. They lost Shankly boy. And George Scott comes on my Tuesday show. He's always there for me. And he's a smashing fella. Gives lovely stories about Shankly as well. They lost Shankly boy. And as someone said, the lost Shankly boy is lost no more. Frank Carlyle found him. Lovely, great comment there. Great comment. And of course, the voice of Anfield, George Sefton, smashing fella. When my daughter was doing the show while I was away, she had George on. She had George Sefton on. He's a smashing fella. Does a lot for charity as well. Does George. And there you go with that one. Brilliant. I really do. I really do. Just shows honestly, absolutely brilliant. It really is. You know, when you look at the actual title, we have dreams and songs to sing, and we certainly did. Certainly did. And Richard Hutchinson, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Richard Hutchinson says, good evening, Frank and special guest. How are you all doing? Can't for Merseyside derby match on Saturday. I wonder if he's saying I can't go. LFC needs to sort the number 6 position and defence. Stop leaking in more and making mistakes. Yeah, I think that's a very important point as well. I really do. I think it's a very, very important point what you just said there, because we're leaking goals. What kind of goals are we leaking? Silly goals. Bad mistakes. And what do you think of Robertson being out for the foreseeable future? What do you think of that? Do you think Tsimikas, our Greek, can come in and do the job? I believe he can. But as Richard says, we do need a number 6. So would you have Endo playing tomorrow? Because he's a number 6. Would you have him playing? Because we can't afford. This is a must-win game, no matter who the opposition is. And unfortunately, it's Everton, because derby games can go anywhere. We've known that over the years. But lately, Liverpool have held the upper hand all the time. Some intriguing games, especially the 1-0 when Origi scored with a few seconds to go. Absolutely hilarious. But that's the way it is. That's the way derbies are. So what do you think? Do you think that tomorrow? I'm not going to say, do you think that it's a must-win game? Of course, every game's a must-win game for Liverpool. We want to see Liverpool. That's why we're supported. That's why we're concerned. That is why we're concerned. Every time, every summer, every January, we're hoping to bring in a player. We are. And as Richard Hutchinson says, a number 6, we desperately need a number 6, and we do. We need a left-sided midfielder, centre-back as well. That's what we need. He tried to sort out, which he did, the midfield, which was great, don't get me wrong, absolutely brilliant. But you had McAllister playing in the wrongful position because he didn't bring in a number 6. Think about that. And McAllister, he hasn't been playing brilliantly, but you can see his quality because he's a forward player, and he hasn't got the pace really to be a number 6. He really hasn't. And Thiago, you know, he can play number 6, but he's injured, constantly injured. He's constantly injured all the time. So let's see what you're saying, boys. I'm hoping Tsimikas, say Stephen Snape, given a run, will improve us personally. I'd play Endo to counter Doucouré. Waterloo is more defensive minded. Good shout. Absolutely good shout there. Thank you, Stephen. LFC being linked with Musiala, Andre, Sancho, Osimhen, Neto, Bowen, Phillips, Sané. Need to sort out the number 6 in the defence area. But then it's every time they come out with these silly, stupid rumours. We're being linked with all these. Andre's coming, as you know that. Put your money on that. That's done. That's a done deal then. And he goes on, Richards, and says, put Tsimikas in the left, Endo in the centre, yes. Put the right players in the right area, yes. And that's why, believe it or not, we're leaking goals. That's why. That's why, honestly. All right, Frank, sorry I'm late, says Brian Edley. Just back from Golf Academy. We need to get stuck in on Saturday morning. Get a good win. Look really happy we're playing at this time. And then this Premier League will stop putting us in there at that time. Yeah, it's ludicrous 14 times. It's pathetic. These early kickoffs. And as Stephen Snape says, perhaps the injury to Robbo might accelerate the hunt for a left back to replace him in the longer term. Yeah, because, you know, his game has dropped a bit as well as Robbo's. It really has. I'm not having a go at him, but it has dropped from what he was. Do you know what I watched today? The full game of the. Remember the Charity Shield against Manchester City last season, and we beat them 3-1. Nunes scored. Remember, he scored the third to Nunes. Anyway, I remember. At the end of the match, the commentator said, well, there's no need to look any further than these two to challenge your game. And the season just dissipated, didn't it? Just dissipated away from us. Because Liverpool were great that day. The following week against Fulham, 2-2, we were awful. We went on from there. Just terrible. Just terrible. And that's the season, the way it ended up. And Richard says, here's his team here. Everton versus Alisson, Trent, Virgil, Mata, Tsimikas, Endo, McAllister, Sobo, Diaz, Nunes, Salah. Now that on paper is a great team, especially with the number 6 being there. Letting McAllister play his game. Don't forget, he was the young player of the World Cup tournament. The young player got the award, the best player. Think about it. From all those teams in the World Cup. There you go. And Brian Edley, first things first, lads. Before we get any more players, Jürgen has to tell these defenders to do the job themselves from set pieces. They are looking spoon-fed from our midfield all the time. Need to do their own jobs better. Don't forget, 4 players have been sent off this season alone. I've never known that to Liverpool. Never. And the debacle over the Diaz goal controversy. And as I said, I was watching the old Charity Shield final. And when that Alvarez scored, there was the delay. There was checking on VAR whether someone was offside and whether Andre, what's his name? Our goalkeeper, the fella, that Spanish lad. You know, it was shocking the way it was delayed, and yet when Diaz scored, it was done like that. It was gone. No checking, no nothing. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, that was a good point there, Brian. The trouble with the media circus surrounding the game, now all rumours are exasperated by a sensationalist media. I think you're right. If he only could go back to the players being photographed, yes. Yes, you're right there, Stephen Snape. Absolutely. And Stephen Snape agreed, Brian, some of our deficiencies are attributable to tactical ineptitude. Yes. You're right. Dictionary call. Good evening, everyone, says LFC Aaron. Hello, Aaron. How are you? I hope you're well, friend. Yes, yes. But don't forget that the likes of Andre is coming in January. Fluminense, from Fluminense, Brazil. And he's, what I've seen of him, he's absolutely brilliant. He really is. He's brilliant, the lad. And if you're out there, just look at him. Please just press it. It doesn't cost nothing. I don't think it hurts either. So just press it, please. Thank you. And Richard, a couple of games are Everton, home, Toulouse, home, Forest, home, Bournemouth away, Luton away, Toulouse away, Brentford home, Manchester City away, Lask away, Fulham away, and Sheffield United away. So what do you think of that? You know, there's loads of winnable games there. And don't underestimate Toulouse, by the way. Don't underestimate them. But they're all winnable games, every single one of them. Every single one of them. With the exception of Manchester City, of course. But Manchester City are firing, are they, on all their cylinders? And I think it's a chance to get one back on them, to be honest. LFC Aaron says, Frank, I'm going to throw a name at you now to see if you know who it is. Yes, I do know who it is. I'm doing it. I think I'm doing him on the History Show. I don't know whether it's next Monday or the Monday after. Definitely doing Mr. James Mapley, a cotton dealer. Yes. You know, yeah. Could have had him as a centre back, couldn't he? With a big bale of cotton next to him. Gonna throw a name in. Liverpool needs physical, strong, great tackle, ball winning in the number 6. So, says Richard Hutchinson. Physical, talk, you know, shouting at everyone. Strong, obviously. Great tackle, yes. Ball winning in the number 6. That's it. That's it. And this lad has all those attributes. Believe me, that lad, Connate, has all those attributes. Really has. And he's absolutely brilliant. And I like him, and he's tall as well. He's a big, strong lad. If you haven't seen him. See, I'll be watching that, right? I'll be watching. You don't know my lecture on that. And I always remember Tom Slemon saying to me, "Oh, can I have that?" I said, "No, you can't." You know the story about our number 6, James Mabry. I said, "No, you can't." You can't have it. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Richard Hutchins. Liverpool. Canete, Gomez, Robertson, Trent, Tsimikas, Virgil and Mata making mistakes, and we need to sort the defence out. You're right, because every single one of those, have made mistakes. Every one of them. Can I ask you, who would you have playing in the, in the middle of the defence? Who would you have? Excuse me. Who would you have? Who would you have? I'm all wide. Nunes, Jota, Gakpo all trained today. Yeah, because there was a question mark, wasn't there, over Gakpo? Not Gakpo, Nunes. But I think he'll be on the bench, the Nunes. I really do. And he'll come on. Because he's more of a... I don't like saying this, but he's more, to me, my opinion, of an impact player. Think about it. He's got terrific speed. He really has terrific speed. If he comes on, say the last half hour, I'm not saying like just for that sake, comes on in the last half hour while defenders are tired, he'd cause havoc. He really would. But it's good to see that Nunes, Jota and Gakpo all back in training today. That's good. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Liverpool are still in and around Arsenal, Man City and Spurs. Keep on the winning mentality. If the referee wouldn't have cheated us, if we wouldn't have been cheated that day, we'd be top of the league. We really would. People say we were odds. We were odds, in their eyes, but we were cheated in my eyes. Cheated. There's a difference between robbed and cheated. Believe you me. But you're right there, Richard Hutchinson, because we are still there. We are. That's why I said, the title there, it's a must-win game. It's a must-win game. It really is a must-win game. But as I said at the beginning, it's a strange thing, derby games. I'm being honest, I don't like derby games. I really don't like them at all. But we've got one tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Saturday. And Richard says, Nunes needs to be consistent, eye for goal, and start finishing his chances. If if he'd finish his chances, he'd be well ahead of everybody else in the Premiership for goal scoring. He scored harder goals than the chances he's missed. And some of them have been so easy. So easy. So, boy, Fran, I think our best subs coming on would be Nunes and Diaz rather than Gakpo and Jota. I agree there. I agree. I really agree with that. Totally agree in all honesty. And Richard says, when will the new stand be finished? It's starting again after the end of this season. Believe it or not. That's when it'll be completed. When they go into the corner. I think in January, I think it's this January, the cladding is going to be finished. Because have you seen the state of the cladding? It's terrible. Shocking. Big gaps everywhere. It looks pathetic. We need fans in the crowd to support our team. You never walk alone, says Richard Hutchinson. And that's the point. But as Stephen Snape said at the beginning, it was penny pinching by the owners to get them in. I don't get the due diligence of, the people who went and said about this Buckingham. There were problems at Fulham with Buckingham. There were problems. So that must have come in a report. It must have done. Unless the people doing the due diligence are useless at the job. Well, I reckon and they've taken a chance and brought them in because they were the cheapest option. Buckingham. And look where it's left us. And it's left the club saying to Liverpool fans, if you're not going the game, give your tickets to us so we can give them out. And in my opinion, and you can't give them to your relatives or give them to us. I think that these are corporate people who's bought tickets for the Anfield Road end. So that, at least you'll be able to go and see a game. Giving your ticket. You can't give your ticket to your son or your brother or your dad or anyone else, your uncle. Our kid who lives down the road, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Think about it. But you've got to give it back to the club so that they can give it up to somebody else. That's the way I look at it. And Aaron says, Frank, nowadays I don't worry about us so much, but I worry we are gonna get shafted by the officials again. I think that's on everybody's mind. That's a good shout, though. That's a very good shout. Because you've only got to look at what's been going on from the beginning of the season. And Jones is still out, isn't he? And Jones is pivotal for us, as you know. His name is on the team sheet every game. He's been playing great. As Curtis. And he got sent off. Oh, when he went over to VAR, they had a still picture which looked worse than what it was. For God's sake. And Richard says, FSG need to pull their fingers out. FSG support Klopp and LFC. Yes. But I've been saying for years, there's people on there who know me. And I'm going back to when we won the title, we needed midfielders. We need to sort out now, especially the season. Last season. And I said, you know, we have to bring players in. We don't need one midfield player. We need 2 or 3 midfielders. And that was the beginning of last season. And Klopp finally came out on the penultimate day and said, "You're right, I'm wrong," to the journalists in his press conference. And who did he bring in? Arthur Melo, or Artur Melo. He played 17 minutes for Liverpool in that season-long role. Think about it. Think about it. That was to appease the fans. Oh, look who we've got. We've got Artur Melo. But we all know, I knew, because I follow Serie A, and he was a Juve player, and he's always injured. He was constantly injured. That's why Juve were like, oh yeah, go out on loan, and you know, if you want to buy him at the end of the season, big failure. Big failure. Does anybody think that, you know, the number 6, everybody's been going on about the number 6, and I mean everybody, you, me, everybody. Do you really think, I don't like saying this about the lad, Endo, a 30-year-old, 30, was a panic button? And Richard says, these referees are an absolute joke. Need vetting and competent level. At a competent level, yes, isn't good enough. The competent level isn't good enough. Of course it isn't. Good point there, Richard. Thank you for that point. Yeah, Curtis has been good this season. These refs are not fit for purpose. So that's yes. Thank you, Aaron. Frank, what is your favourite derby memory? It depends. It depends, Aaron, on my favourite. It was a derby game, but it was a cup match. And it was when Terry McDermott scored one of the best goals ever. When he chipped. That was great. That was sublime. That was sublime. That was. Beat them. We beat them. Or you could go to the final, where I think it was the 86 final, when, what was it? Gary Lineker put Everton ahead, and we came back and beat them 3-1. That was a great memory. The derby, there's loads. There was one where, I'm not just talking about goals, by the way. There was one where, if you remember, David Fairclough, our super sub, cut in from the right, beat loads of players and whacked it, bang, get it. That was a great derby game as well. There's loads. What's yours? That's, you know, lots of people say when Origi scored, that was their best. Whether it was for fun or whatever, we wanted to win, we wanted to beat them. And Origi just popped up on them. One of the best goals I've seen in the derby, besides Fairclough, was Origi's. When the ball came over his shoulder and he hit it. What a goal that was. That was in the Annie Road. And even, what's his name? Sturridge. And the ball came over again, over his shoulder, and he just lobbed it over the goalkeeper. What a goal that was. The best pass I've ever seen. The best pass. And I'd love you to try and get it up, was when Fernando Torres, was playing for us. And the ball came and it was chest high, tied it, and he flicked it on. Seen Steven Gerrard run it, and he just flicked it on with his back to the goal, and Steven Gerrard just ran and took the ball and scored a cracking goal. What a goal that. That was the best pass I've ever seen there. What a pass. Richard says, last season we started very bad and finished fifth. With no trophies. We need to learn from our mistakes from last season, improve for the future. Back Klopp and respect LFC fans. That's a shout to the owners. That is a shout to the owners. Because to us, we're just customers. We are just customers. We are just customers. And Richard says, yes, Enzo is a panic buy, 100%. I'd say yes. I say he was, to be honest. Oh, Daz Reynolds, all the way from the States. Frank, what score are you saying for Saturday? I went on the COF TV today. Let's just look at it. And I'll give you my prediction in about 5 minutes for us. And Aaron says, has to be the Gary Mack free kick in the last minute. The Portugal, incredible. Oh, absolutely. That was a dream, that was unbelievable. And Richard says, red versus blue, bring on Saturday. Family come together and divide families, loved ones, relatives, and friends. Believe you me, I think you're right there. Sorry to reiterate the point I made earlier about the ticket transfer. If you put your finger in the fire, you wouldn't expect me to follow you. Yes. Good analogy. Good analogy. It really is a good analogy. Yeah. Lauren says, I remember the Beardsley volley at the Copper in 87 as well. There are so many. There are so many, really. And really, you can't just pick one. Because you say one and you go, oh, I forgot about that other one, and it just brings, your memories back. Just brings your memories back. Graham Souness, again, was it in the, the League Cup or something like that, where he smacked it from outside the area. I think it was a replay as well. It was a replay. And we won the cup. It was another cracking goal. Soulboy says, Frank, do you remember the mighty Emlyn double? Yes, I was there, yeah. I was there. Me and a lad named Ray Talon. Lucky we just got up there, and anyway we got in, and it was a great double. It really was a great double. By Emlyn, that is. And that was they were mud bats, weren't they? Those pitches, mud bats. But yes, I certainly do. I certainly do remember that very well. Richard says, what do you think about Jones, Elliott, Batatic, Ramsey, Quansah, Clark, Doak, Bradley, Rhys Williams, McConnell, Pitaluga, Jarvis, Sepp Vandenberg, Kelleher? What do you think about these players? Elliot Jones. Jones is great. He's coming into his own. I honestly believe that he's coming into his own, that lad. And he's missed, by the way, with that bloody sending off. What do I think about the others? Batatic, great player. Great player. Great prospect. Great everything. But to me, he's injured all the time. He's, last season, he was out for months. And he hasn't had a chance this season. Now he's injured again. Thiago, he's another player that's constantly injured. Ramsey, I haven't seen too much of him, to be honest. Because when we bought him, he was bloody injured, wasn't he? And he didn't play all season. So I don't know about him. I really don't. Quansah, brilliant. What a prospect that lad is. Unbelievable. Clark's okay. Doak, yes. Little Dokey. Doing the okey cokey little Dokey, yes. I like Doak. I really like him. And just give him time to mature a little. He'd be brilliant. Bradley. Rhys Williams, well, he's not going to make it, to be honest. Rhys Williams, he isn't. Because you've got the likes of that Quansah there. Is he better than Quansah? Nowhere near than Quansah. Rhys Williams, sorry about that. McConnell. To be honest, I haven't seen too much of these players. McConnell's good though, what I have seen. Petaluga. Sepp van der Berg, I don't know. Because we sent him on loan and we keep sending him on loan. So, does that tell you something? If you're not loaning players out, especially centre-backs, what's that telling you? So you've got to come to your own conclusions about it. When he was on loan and we had no centre-backs and we got that Kabak and Nat Phillips playing centre-back, they never recalled him, did they? Just think about it. Kelleher, great. So if we had to pick 4 players, no, I'd have to pick more. Jones, Elliot. But is Elliot ever we need? I just don't, he might be all right just filling in the gap, coming on now and again. So Jones, Batatic, Quansah, Doak, Kelleher. They're the players for me. They're the top players. Maybe you agree, maybe you won't. Charles says, "Where's your guest tonight, Frank?" Don't know. I've got Keith Taylor on, but I don't know where. It must be working. Late. I hope it's nothing serious on the other end, though. I just hope he's working late, rather than anything else about his dad who's ill. Frank is a one-man guest, says Richard. But you're helping me out here. You're helping me. I was going to mention that, actually, what Aaron says. I'll never forget Julia's face when Gary Mack scored that free kick. I was going to mention it as well. I was in Castle Street once. I gave a talk at the town hall. And I went out. I was very thirsty and I went out. and for a cup of coffee. And when I went over to Starbucks at the time, I went sitting there, Gerard Houllier sitting there with two people. And I said, what did you think of us winning the European Cup? Never forget that. He said, and I'm talking, this is years after the Euro. He was up at the hospital. I said, what are you doing here? Because he'd well gone there when I left Liverpool. And he said, I've been up to the hospital. Broad Green. I said, how are you? Yeah, great. I said, what do you think of us winning the European Cup? And you know what he said? What he said? With my team. That's what he said. My players. Do you ever remember him saying players? Yeah. My players. I can't forget his face either. Adam, I really cannot get over his face. That was absolutely brilliant. It really was. And Richard says, who do you think will sign a new contract or will get a new manager? Do you think will sign a new contract or will get it? If you mean it, I don't know. I think it's a wait and see. But he loves the city. He loves the club. He loves the fans. He loves his players. So what you do? If you love your job that much, you want to be there. And his wife and kids love Liverpool. Think about it. So I don't really think, he mentions Klopp. I don't think Klopp would, I just don't know. I think he could sign another contract because he's building a team now, but he has to have the backing. He really has to have the backing. There are too many excuses. That investment of wasn't much, like in football terms, of 160. That's gone to, what did they say, to pay for the stand? And the extra training facilities. What's that all about? Nothing about the pitch. Nothing. The pitch. Get it in your head. FSG, the pitch. That's where we need players on the pitch to do the job. There's no saying it every bloody year. Richard says, Thiago needs to be sold in January. I don't think anyone will buy him in January. I really don't. Will you please press the like button, please? No, you might have pressed it last week or this week, but please press it for me. Get the algorithm out there. Please, thank you. Yeah, Thiago, I don't think anyone will buy him. He hasn't played since last February. So it'll be a year he'll be by the time if he's going to be sold. Great player, undoubtedly, but he's in his 30s now. I think they should have sold him last season, to be honest. Darryl Merry. Frankie, how are you feeling, my best mate? I feel shocking. I know this, I shouldn't be saying things like that. I'm going to the hospital tomorrow and I'll know what's wrong with me finally, hopefully. And I'll let you all know. I'm off Facebook for the time being. Just can't take it anymore, really. So I'm off there, unfortunately. But then anyway, I'm at the Aussie. And on Tuesday, I'll give you, Or Monday, on Monday as well, I've got the history show. Might be doing Jack the Ripper, actually. In fact, I might do it. Yeah, just think about it. Yeah. Jack the Ripper. That's a good thing to get your teeth into. Especially my take on it, which no one comes out with. No one. And people go, oh, never thought of that. And as I said, Tom Sullivan said, can I use that? And I said, Tom, no, please don't do it. Because he was writing columns with paper and whatever. I said, oh, no, don't do that, please. And he never gave him his due. Tom, he didn't do it. So, Daryl, I'll let you all know. Richard says, Frank, how is your mental health and physical health? You look after yourself and stay strong. Yes, yeah, it's been shocking the last few weeks. It really has. That's not. You saved my life, to be honest. Saving my life here. Because you're nice people. Reds, we're all Reds, and just gotta get over these mental and physical that I've got at the moment. It's shocking. I'm off now, Frank. See you, everyone. I'll be watching your James Maybrick video. Says LFC. Aaron, thank you, Aaron. You're a good man. Thank you so much. I'll come on, Frank. Jason would have to send you a link. Daryl. Honestly. I'll tell you what I'll do with you. I'll tell Jason to look you up. And maybe you can come on, say, next week. Hey, if we can't get through this. If he looks you up now, because he produces the show, but he was a bit busy before. So he mightn't be watching this. He's not a football fan, by the way, but he's a great producer. And Daryl says, my favourite goal has to be Torres versus Blackburn. Yes. And Jason's just got hold of me. This is madness. And he has been listening to me. It's for you, Daryl, and it says, getting you, that means to email. It's in the show description. So if you email him, he'll get you on, send you the link. There you have it. Daryl. There you have it. I just don't know what's happened to Keith Taylor. So I just hope that his dad is okay, because his dad is ill. Oh, shit. Richard says, Frank, you have a lot of wise wisdom, experience, and knowledge. What do you think about society is going now for the next generation in football and outside of football? The next generation, they'll always have VAR, unfortunately, but they wouldn't experience what we've experienced in the past. And that is standing on the terraces, scoring a goal, the referee points to the centre spot, you're celebrating. You can't really celebrate. You can't really celebrate. I've just got to answer this. Yeah, I want you to come on, Steve. Yeah, come on, mate. That's great, then. But that's society for you, and it's changing all the time. as I said, you just can't celebrate. You know, if it's a close thing. I jumped out of my chair when Diaz scored that goal. I can't jump anymore. I seem to jump. And it was disallowed. So disappointed. I don't even want to talk about that. It's so bloody annoying. Frank, your best LFC 11 and best five-a-side team. My best 11, I'll tell you this now. Clements, Allison now, if it goes today. Allison's taken over the mantle of Clem. He really has. I love Clements. I thought he was brilliant. Well better than that Peter Shilton. Well better than him. And he, you know, for England. And I don't know why he was picked. Shilton picked over Clements. But anyway, I would have had Phil Neal at right back. I'd have Alan Hansen. You've got to go with these two. Mark Lawrenson. They were pivotal. They were unbelievable. So you'd have Phil Neal, Hansen, Lawrenson, and at left back, Emlyn Hughes. Emlyn Hughes. Nothing got past him. Nothing. Midfield. Souness, Gerrard, McDermott. Forward. We had 3 forwards. You've got to pick Kenny Dalglish. Got to pick. You'll have to, don't you? Ian Rush. I'll tell you who else I'd pick. Tell you who else. Because this man was phenomenal for Liverpool Football Club. A forward. I want you to tell me, try and tell me what forward I'd pick. And I'm going back, by the way. He was phenomenal for us. Got Steve Evans coming on now. Darryl says, Frank, you're brilliant, mate, so hope you are okay. Thinking about you loads. Thank you so much, Darryl. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I love your interaction with LFC fans on this channel. Keep it up, says Richard Hutchinson. Thank you. That's lovely. Thank you. Well, I'm off for that, Frank. He's still, yeah. Yes. And Zaz all the way from America. I'll be bringing Steve Evans on. Says, how would you like to see Klopp line up on Saturday, Frank? Okay, I'll bring. No, Zaz says Keegan. No, it's not Keegan. It was before Keegan, to be honest. Yes, I'm that old. And I remember this fella. It's unbelievable. The Reds. You know, you've got great forwards. You had the likes of Keegan. You had the likes of Callie. You had the likes of Peter Thompson. They were phenomenal. One man stood out. And you had the likes of the Saint. Unbelievable. Think about that. Think about it. But there's one man. I'll go back to that. Daz, I'll go back to that. About who as I like to see. For me, I think second and win Europa League. Perfect season, says Darryl. Yeah, second, finishing second. But if he can finish second, why can't we win the bloody thing? Why can't we win it? I've got this on because I'm bloody freezing. Believe it or not. Liverpool this season needs top 4 and a trophy, says Richard. Yes. And as Taz said, Keegan, I'm going to bring in. There he is. He's got it just before us. The Max Hunt, Roger Hunt. Phenomenal player. Won a World Cup in England. Phenomenal player, phenomenal goal scorer, an incredible player for Liverpool. Wow. Just imagine him, Kenny, Rushy, and him. Under Klopp. There he is, Steve Evans. Hiya, Steve.
Evening.
Right.
How are you feeling? How you doing?
That's I did they asked that before. I've got to go to Aussie tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
See what's wrong with me, you know.
Yeah, you were going on about Derby memories before. I remember the days standing that scabby park end, and the toffee girls used to walk around throwing the sweets into the crowd.
Yeah.
They used to wear brollies on their heads because we used to lob them back at them. True story. Yeah. And there was one time I can't what Derby game it was, but Jimmy Hill was there, and we all started singing Chinny Hill as you do. We were all lobbing sweets at him as well.
Chinny Hill.
Yeah. That was the shout.
Oh, brilliant, absolutely. Darryl Murray, best 11 for me in the era is Alisson, Trent, Hyypiä, Agger, Riise, Alonso, Gerrard, Garcia, Salah, Firmino, Suarez. Suarez, to me, I suppose we'll get beaten up if they see me in town or anything. Suarez, to me, was the best player to put a red shirt on.
Can't disagree with that, mate. Most technical player I ever seen play for us.
Yeah, he was
a bit of a mad bastard. He was a bit of a mad bugger, like. But I nearly swore there. Like, by the way, I'm not going to get. No, I said bad bat, and then I changed it. So, to bugger.
No, he was. He was an incredible player. Some of the goals that he scored were unbelievable.
Them goals against Norwich.
Yeah,
the goals against Norwich. The one that really stands out for me. I mean, there is the Norwich goals, but the one where he takes it on the chest round the Newcastle goalie and just taps it in.
Wow.
I've never seen anything like that before in my life. I was just like, whoa, has he just actually done that? It was genius.
Yeah.
It was genius. Yeah.
He's just done everything.
He was the lad who used to play for Chelsea as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Cudicini. Yeah. Thought so.
And he's just, what a goal.
And then you had the guy, like, remember the Derby game, and Moyes said, I don't like Suarez because he dived down in front of him as a celebration. Even Moyes had to stand there laughing his head off. He did,
didn't he?
He's got me here, hasn't he?
No, give him his due about him, the goal. He laughed, didn't he? He laughed.
Yeah. But I still say the best Derby goal celebration is probably the most controversial one as well. Robbie Fowler.
Go on.
All the abuse the Evertonians were giving Robbie Fowler because of Robbie Fowler. Yeah, it was actually his sister who was the drug guy. And they give him a dog's like he scores the penalty, and he just sniffs the line. I was just like, my God.
Really,
I think even some of the Evertonians must have found it funny. They must have just thought, yeah, he's got us here.
Hang on a minute, you're going like 3 miles an hour there. Well, it is. Ulier didn't like that.
No.
He didn't like it. Was he dropped or what for that?
I think he was.
I think he was. Robbie Fowler, great player, great goal scorer. People called him God. I never ever called him God, to be honest. But again, when I forget who he scored against, and he just went like that with his shirt, and he was supporting the Dockers.
Yeah, that was in a European. That was a European game. I can't even remember who it was against.
But the point is, what I'm trying to make, he got into a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah.
Unnecessary trouble. And I was off the press, by the way.
Yeah.
Who were not so fond of the city of Liverpool, never mind the football club.
Well, I mean, Frank, you only have to see the people who come into the city and they come and look around and they go, I never knew Liverpool was like this. And everyone that says that to me, I always, when they come to my workplace, I just say to them, you believe the press, don't you? What they say, and they go, yeah. And I go, well, this is different to what the press tell you, isn't it? And they go, yeah, we have to say it is.
Well, you know me. Yeah, but you know me and what I did and everything else.
Yeah.
And like you, these people found out what Liverpool was like. They just found out what Liverpool was like for themselves, and they believed the press. When I was lecturing, I always remember this: two girls came to Liverpool Uni, and the parents said, "Why are you going to Liverpool? Why? Why?" Those two girls now still live here. That was years ago.
There you go.
He said, no, it's a great, it says one of the top universities, Liverpool, and they still live here in their profession.
Nice one. I had to ask though, Frank, these two girls, they weren't mail order, were they? Sorry for making you laugh. I know what hurt your chest. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. Well, I'm not going to...
I know. You've told it that many times. You keep crashing me up.
Yeah. It's honourable.
I crash myself up, to be honest with you, as well. I do tell people now and again.
I must have started KJ. There he is. JK. Even and bro. Opal as well. I've got some technical issues and I have my device in repair shop. Hopefully they'll be sorting by next week's show. All right, JK, smash it, because I know that he sent you a link out. And Richard says, if Nunes a bit of a Suarez in his game, I will be happy and great finisher. As good as Suarez, I can't go along with it. I don't think no one will be as good as Suarez.
No. Have you seen Nunes' goal from the Van Dijk to Brazil?
No.
It's good, he takes it well to header, like, he took it really well. I've seen brief highlights, and he was a constant menace throughout the game. So I think he's been learning. I think he's been learning off the matter.
Yeah. Well, we know that he's a menace, though. We do know that.
Unleash him on Saturday. That's all I can say. Unleash him. What I want to say is, we've had the most half-12 kickoffs on a Saturday than any other Premier League side. The next nearest one was Man City, who've had 7. We've had nearly twice that.
Yeah.
And the authorities,
I think it's 6.
Yeah.
They've had 6.
6 or 7, something like that, yeah.
No, it's not 7.
It's something like that anyway. But them and the TV companies think, oh yeah, great idea, we'll just get Liverpool on all the time. Do you know what? Jog on. Yeah. The simple answer to it, Frank, is start to look like we're enjoying it, play well, win the games, and they'll soon get us off the arse. Well, they go, oh, we can't break them that way. We'll try and break them another way, unfortunately. But
yeah, all right. Well, Darryl, let's go through some of these, please, Dave.
Go on.
about similar versus Newcastle. Yeah, 2 goals against that. That was brilliant goals. Brilliant.
World class. Both world class finishes, then, mate.
They were, and yet he's missed easy chances. Like 2 yards out.
It's when he has to think about it. His head goes, if he does it like Fowler, like just instinctive, he'll score every time, mate.
And Daryl says Sean Dundee, Frank, biggest flop forward.
He's a nice lad though. He's a nice lad though, apparently so.
Yeah, still awful though. What about Ricky Lambert?
What about him?
Yeah, what about Mario Balotelli? Big bad
Mario. Yeah. He only ever did one thing, and that was to take the ball off Henderson, who looked like he was going to start crying when he done it, which was quite funny. But you felt sorry for Henderson when he done that, but you're just thinking, you're going to lose that argument, lad, so.
But did you see what Sturridge went? Go and get the off him. Take it, you know, go and get the effing ball off him. And Henderson, yeah. He was a bit afraid. I think I think everyone was afraid of big bad Mario.
Yeah, he used to set fireworks off in his own house, didn't he? The lunatic.
So, boy, Frank, remember when the refs used to let them get stuck in the derby, taking that into account because it was the derby. Never see that again. Absolutely right, Soul Boy. You're so right. Again.
It's true.
Arthur Schofield. That's why outsiders don't understand the Scouse humour. Say that again.
Yeah.
Believe me, say that again. Flop, says Daryl. Westerveld, Desena, Traore, Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy Traore, yeah.
Back heel at Burnley.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Xavier, Latalik, Aspas, Dundee, Morientes, Riedle, Carroll, Balotelli. Morientes was a great player, you know. And
I love Morientes.
Yeah, I did. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And also, Carline's Riedle was very good as well.
Yeah. Riedle was boss, mate. He just probably came to us the wrong time, but there you go. And Andy Carroll didn't even want to come here, so less said about him, the better.
Yeah.
You all know the story behind that one.
Do you remember the goal he scored? He brought a Chelsea Cup final.
Yeah.
It was a cracker header, that. He scored a cracker against Man City as well in the Annie Road.
He did. He scored against Everton in the semi-final as well.
Yeah. And Gerald says we'll win Saturday 5-0. Oh, and David Shakespeare, hiya Frank and Carlyle. No, I'm Frank. What score do you think we will win on Saturday? And who is going to score? Can you press the light anyone? You know, I've only got one light. That's incredible. Can you just press a like? Just to get I'm gonna go
3-0, Frank.
I am. That's my score. That's my predictive score.
Mo with 2 and Nunes scored the other.
Yeah. I fancy Big Veg.
He's due a goal.
Yeah,
he's due
is.
a goal. I think he's due a goal, not with his head, but from outside the box.
Yeah.
Because he's tried a couple of times, hasn't he? He's come quite close as well, so.
Yes.
Could see a screamer from Big Verge on Saturday.
Yeah.
Hope it takes Little Arms' head off as well.
Yeah.
Oops, being naughty there.
Darryl Murray says Nunes, Attrick, Diaz, and Salah because he predicted 5-0.
Yeah, he said 5-0, didn't he?
Nunes, Attrick, Diaz, and Salah.
Not a bad shout.
every goal, more or less, have been scored by our forwards.
Yeah.
Our forward. Slobozlai, what a player he's turned out to be. And he'll have a taste. He'll have a taste.
McAllister needs to go, get his confidence up. He's getting played in the wrong position. No, he's not a number 6.
No, this is what we were saying at the beginning, Steve. Exactly what you were saying. Because this is why, I asked the people, do you think Endo should play and put McAllister back in his... And what I did say as well, he was the young player of the tournament, the whole of the tournament, the young player when they won the World Cup.
Yeah.
The young player of the tournament.
We had this conversation We had this conversation last week. I said we should go, because Robbo's out. I don't think I'd play Simicast. I think I'd go 3 at the back,
Yeah.
Virgil, Quonset and Kanate. Put Trent in the midfield, but defensively in the midfield, so...
Okay, say like he won't play, he won't play 3 at the back. Who was your main central defenders be?
Virgil and Kanate.
It has to be. I've said that myself. And I'd have Samikas on the left. I really would. What about right back? Who was your right back? Trent?
You're gonna have to play. If you play back 4, you're gonna have to play Trent. But what I want to see, if Simicast plays, don't have him taking corners and free kicks. He's absolutely useless at them.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who thinks that. A lot of people I've spoken to have said the same thing as me. He can't take a free kick or a corner to save his life.
Yeah.
He can cross a ball, which baffles me. You can't do it from a dead ball situation. It's weird.
Yeah, he's a great crosser. He's better than Robbo, actually.
Yeah, if he's on the run. Yeah. Sorry, Frank. I keep putting in.
I know, yeah, you do. Saturdays out for our little people are saying. Daryl Merry says, I'm in love with Sabozo. Yes. I think we all are, Daryl. Thought you were in love with me. Never mind. I'm going to put on the back burner. Prediction, says Richard. 3, Liverpool 3, Everton 2. There will be goals, red, yellows, dirty tackles, and mistakes.
Is Richard having a bevy there? Thinking Everton are going to score twice against us? Anyway.
Yeah, we're liable, aren't we, for mistakes? I think that's what he's...
I've been off the air for 2 weeks, Frank. I just haven't bothered having a bevy. He's probably drinking the Madeira's I normally drink.
I don't even know. I don't know most of you what you drink. Daryl Merry says, Virgin Canete, what we said.
Gotta be.
We'll go on about the midfield. Don't say it yet. Let me finish these. David Shakespeare says, let's get us all excited for Saturday. He couldn't touch the crossbar. He couldn't. He's only got little arms.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And you, Frank, Sozo is second love. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you. I wish someone had pressed the like button. I've only got one like.
To go along with that song you've just been quoting there, I've got another one for you. So, dear fans all love a moan. No, there's no swearing in this. I'm not going to sing it for you because I can't be bothered singing. Dear fans all love a moan. Their famous fan is Sylvester Stallone. Oh, Everton, we're all laughing at you. So, yeah, I do know songs with no swearing, Frank.
Daryl Merry says, who's scoring Everton's goals? Peter Rees and Tony Cotty.
Roy Vernon.
Who's your midfield, big?
Our midfield, Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, Zorro for the start. I'd have him playing alongside McAllister, and in the pivot. Do you know if you had another centre half, I'd play Canate there.
Would you?
Yeah.
Well.
Just look at the Frank. Look at the size of him.
I know.
And he can get around, and he can pass a ball.
Do you know what? I tell you what was funny. I only watched it today. When we beat United 5-0, do you know when Jones went? Was it Jones? Yeah, and they all started arguing. When Ronaldo kicked up, they all started arguing. Little Fred, you know that fella, Fred.
I know what you're going to say now.
And the other fella, that horrible, you know who I mean.
Oh, Fernandez.
Yeah. And Canete just grabbed over and
just chucked him. He just lashed him off the way, didn't he?
Yes. And you know that Fernandez, you know, he had him from behind, you see. He had Fernandez from behind, so he didn't really know who it was. And watch it. And as he goes like that, and, you know, he turns around, Fernandez, oh, glad. I went like, looked up. It's nothing throws. The size of Carlyle, get out of the way. Big.
It's like the 7-0 at Anfield, and all Fernandez did all games, just walk around, putting his arms up in the air, and all his fellow players just looking at him going, what are you doing? And he's supposed to be their captain.
At the Schofield, you know, he laughs and he says, you two sound like Heckle and Jekyll.
Nah, I think he means Statler and Waldorf. The Muppets.
The Muppets. Sabozo, Mac and Enzo says Daryl Merry.
I don't know about Endo Saturday.
Yeah. Good news, Gakpo's back in training. Yes, we mentioned that before, Daryl. And again, put Enzo on Saturday. He has his gun shield ready anyway. Put Enzo in. Yeah. See, he's the only number 6. He's the only number 6 at the club. And there's the other fella. I can see the ends of that bottle there.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's only Pepsi Max. Not drinking.
Oh, is there? Yeah. One of those. They come in bottles, don't they? Instead of cans.
Yeah, look, Pepsi Max. There you go.
Oh,
right.
Right.
I'm not endorsing. I'm not advertising it, by the way. But I can't remember what I was going to say then. As long as McAllister doesn't play in the pivot role Saturday, because you know what will happen? He'll only have to make one challenge and he'll get carded again.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I think it'll be a comfortable win. I'd say 3-0. I do say 3-0. I really do. And Daryl says, though, you know, let him play. Enzo, let him play. David Shakespeare, I would go Alisson in goal, Tsimikas, Canete, Virgil, Trent. Sozo, McAllister, Elliott, midfield. Diaz, Nunes, Salah. And 6-0 up the end.
Not a bad shout. I think the front three, no one's going to argue with that.
No. See, that's where the difficulty comes in, especially midfield. You know, looking at, see, lots of people pick Matip to play alongside Virgil. I'd play Connaughton long before that.
I would.
So the back four for you and I, and for a lot of other people as well, picks itself. Midfield is a.
It's the midfielder. It's only because we haven't got a number 6.
And this is what we were going on before, Steve, about the number 6 and about, he should have brought in, and we've been wanting number 6 for a couple of years. And he thought McAllister could play there, and McAllister is not a number 6, and it's been proved that he's not a number 6.
He's an attack-minded player. You know what I mean? I mean, Szoboszlai is the true star of the midfield. We all know that, so that's evident. But McAllister's got it in him to be a world-class attacking midfielder.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But we're not playing him to his strength.
No. Darryl Berry says, "I'm so glad Jürgen is in it, and I'm in love with him, and I feel fine." Yes.
He hates that song. Yeah, Jürgen hates that song. Well, he hates to get soaked him in the matches. Yeah, because he says to the fans, "Concentrate on the team, not just on me." Do you know what I mean?
I think he was bang out of order saying that, by the way. I think he was bang out of order, Klopp, for that.
Why do you think that?
No, just hear me out, Steve, please. When he said that, he's stopping our tradition. Did you know that? He was stopping our tradition. We always sang praises to our manager during games. Do you think when we, chanted Shankly, to the... And, do you think he would have stopped Paisley? Every one of them. We sing about Kenny. We sang about earlier, even who let the dogs out.
I've got no problem with it, but Jürgen obviously has.
That's not what I'm saying, Steve. And it really annoyed me when he said that. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing... He was horrible. He was horrible. He really was. And it didn't half upset me when he said, "I don't want that." Get out of it. And that's a tradition. It's just like fucking telling us not to sing "You Never Walk Alone."
Don't swear, Frank. I heard you swear then.
It was so
I'm not trying to wind you up. I know.
It was so annoying.
You pull your stitches out here, Frank.
I know. You wouldn't listen to me.
So I want to make you angry. You don't turn green, do you, and rip your shirt off? Like Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah. Richard Richardson says, "Do you think the other stands at Anfield will be extended or developed in the foreseeable future? Not under this lot. Not under this lot. I'll say that, Richard. Not under this lot."
Is he meaning the cop? If he means the cop, that's never getting done. They've already said they can't do it.
Why can't they?
Because of Walton Brick Road. Because I've seen Frank. I've seen the plans. Don't forget, I work for the council, mate. I've seen all the planning committee stuff and that, mate. And they've been told that they can't. They've been told they can't do it.
Don't stop it.
Yeah.
Let me get a word in.
And it's all said. They've been told they can't do it.
I tell you, listen to me. I know you work for the council and you've seen plans. The plans are wrong. There are 2 ways to do it, by the way. Do you know the big stanchions on the cop at each end? Did you know that the engineers said in the future you can move them back? Move them back right up to where that pub is. Right up. They can be moved back. And there's where you've got your thing. Also, coming right over, you can still have the road, but you come over. It's been done in Italy and it's been done in Spain, where the road doesn't get covered by nothing. It's a tunnel. They'll make a tunnel.
They're not going to do it, though, are they?
It can. No, they're not going to do it. Not this lot, anyway. Not this
lot.
One will.
No one would.
There will be someone who do it. Anyway. I'm so glad he delivered what he said, and he's carrying on with it.
I think he said
McAllister supports the 6, but he's a number 8. Exactly. This is what we've been saying, Richard. You know, he's not a number 6. And he's playing out of position. And I said a while back, this could influence his confidence on a downward spiral, because he knows he's not a number 6 and he knows people are critical. Klopp knows the fans love him dearly. We are our money. Sing what you like, boss. Yeah. We are your money. Sing what you like, boss. So, didn't sing about Roy Hodgson. No, we don't sing.
Twitteroo. Yeah.
Are you all right, Steve?
Yeah. I'm just thinking, we're off, and it just pisses me off that we're customers, mate.
Yeah. Oh. Frank Swearpot, 50p, says Steve, take a breath, lads.
No, go on, crack on.
I'd play seriously Saturday, Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai. We keep forgetting about Gravenberch, don't we? Would you play Gravenberch?
I wouldn't play all 3 of them together. None of the derby, anyway. What we need on Saturday is some nutcase in that midfield. He's just not going to take no nonsense off these bitters.
Yeah.
Because Deitch is going to tell it. Deitch is going to tell his team categorically, go out and kick them.
But then again,
go out and kick them. He knows we're far better than them.
But that's the way it is. That's the way everything is, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
God blimey, someone says it's a great show. And I've still only got one. No one presses the like button, just press the like. Please.
I would, but I'm not watching it on YouTube, Frank, sorry.
No, even on it comes up on Facebook as well. Oh, yes, I'm not on Facebook, but and there's one like, so there's only one like. It must be him, Brian McMahon. Great show. Frank needs a contact-led swear pot. No one carry loose change anymore. Yes, he needs a note one. He's all turning. Anyway, down. Go for it. Smash them toffees and Barbie doll. Small arms pick the Barbie doll. Small arms pick. So the forward line. We know that midfield is the dilemma. The midfield, and we've got players there. Even if Gravenberch plays, just bear me on this. We should on paper beat them. We're a far more superior side than them. We are really a far more superior side than them. What do you say? You there? You frozen?
No, about our ability or about them?
About them. And ability and everything else.
Frank, I'll just be honest, they're shit.
Yeah.
But another pound to the square box. But we're 10 times the team that they'll ever be, mate.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's why no matter who we play in midfield, we should beat them. Do
you know what? I'd probably play Bajcetic, number 6.
No. Because that lad, he hasn't played any competitive football. He really hasn't. And I wouldn't trust him in that role. It
means we're going to have to play McAllister there, aren't we?
Yeah. unless he plays Enzo, and this is the point. Does he play Enzo? He might surprise us and play him and put McAllister in his rightful role. He's great, McAllister, a great player, but he's playing out of position.
Well, everyone's saying that, aren't we? We're all saying that. So
Pickford's gloves bigger than his arms. It's very. Brian McMahon says, after being robbed of 5 points from 6 in the last 2 games, I think we will make a good show and push forward. Really looking forward to the City game. And that's a good shout, that, because and he's going on about the City, because the City game, that is, because we looked at the fixture list at the beginning of the show, and every one of them are winnable. Yeah. I said, if we can get something from City, that's it. And Andre is coming, as you know, stay in the woods.
And City's another R12 kickoff.
Yeah.
Because somewhere along the line, City have insisted on that. Something to do with their European game or something. They've gone sod Liverpool.
Yeah. If we can put 3 past Villa, we can score 5 past the Blue Noses, says Darryl.
Why leave it at 5? Make it 8.
Yeah. Same as Shakespeare. Do you both go to match? And if you both do, can you ask the cop to make a song up for Nunes? And they will. We don't need to ask them. They will. They'll be making them up. Well, they do. It's just a chance of Nunes, isn't it?
Yeah. I have heard Nunes. Yeah, I've heard Nunes songs, mate. They're shocking. Yeah. So I wouldn't bother.
No. And just the Nunes.
And as for Szoboszlai, it doesn't really rhyme with anything, does it?
No.
So no. I think you'd be hard pushed to.
Unless where they say
something along Dom.
Bozo, that'll rhyme with things. Bozo.
I'm sure some waggle sort something out anyway. So.
Oh, they will. Or even just a chant. Was there ever a chant or a song for this fella, Kiter? I'd play Kiter.
Oh my God! Am I actually reading that? I'd play Kiter at 6. Oh my God! No. Anyway,
shocking.
Let's say about him. Yeah, let's say about him. The better.
I should have took my tablets. I have to take tablets.
I had this feeling, maybe you're going to mention your tablets then, Frank,
It's it's not too late, but I'm an hour behind now because I should have took it at 9. I've got to take them at the precise time.
All right, okay.
And as Darryl calls them, Weetabix legs. And he was. But remember Matip? He was always out, wasn't he? He was injury prone.
Yeah, well, you watch Matip and he goes on them wonderful runs, but then every time he does it, he looks like his legs are just going to collapse on him.
Leave that one out.
Frank take you Viagra. I think Frank's had enough stick off me over the years about little blue pills, so leave him alone.
Sorry.
I'm not going to glass you off, Frank. Don't worry.
It's a
little private joke between me and you. About your smarties.
Smarties. Oh, shit.
How did he know? How did he know anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, must be your mate. Terry Shakespeare, I have one for Darwin, but let me know what you think. Darwin Nunes running down the line. Darwin Nunes, he's scoring all the time. He's our number 9. and he comes from Uruguay. Yeah, how's that? I'm not singing it. Right.
It rhymes, but I don't think it'll take off. I'm just being truthful. Sorry.
Darwin Núñez runs down the line. Darwin Núñez, he's scoring all the time. He's that's stuck. That's something like that.
Don't give up your day job, Frank.
No, I'm going to say to you. I've got a nice job there. Do you know what? For people who don't know this, when Stephen said, is she a mail order? What has happened? I'm a host for the university, the S-Like. And this girl came to me she was South Korean, and she was traveling around the world. And, will you put her up? I said, yes, sure. And she stayed 2 days, and I said, I phoned Stephen up. I said, can I go in your place tomorrow? And he said, yeah, just come down. Can you hear those cans being opened? Can you hear that? I heard that can being opened there. Anyway.
It was Pepsi.
Yeah, of course it is. Anyway, what has happened was, he said, yeah, get down here. So I walked in. I actually walked in the place, and I was shocking. All these visitors, and people were saying, "Oh, where's Frank?" Right, So I looked at it. Yeah, hello, Frank. And Steve was right in the corner. And I was with this girl. She was so tiny, this South Korean.
Thumbelina.
Right, and anyway, Steve, all right, Frank. And I went, oh, all right, stay. And he said, is that your mail order bride you sent for? And walked away. He vanished. And all the people, were looking, all of a sudden when he heard him saying that, they all looked at me, and they all looked at the girl. I felt so embarrassed. No, she's not she's a student from South Korea. I had to explain. Never again. There's a fight in your house, Steve. Loads of shouting. There you go, State. Did you hear that? Of Daryl Merry in your house.
I can't hear nothing. Oh, no, that's somebody next door practicing karaoke, mate. It sounds like he's strangling a cat.
No way.
Honest to God.
Richard Hutchinson says, did you see the interview with Cody Gakpo with Ruby Deschamps on LFC? No, I didn't see it. Did you see it?
No.
Ruby Deschamps.
I wouldn't even know who Ruby Deschamps was.
Yeah, it might be Deschamps' cousin or something, or brother or whatever.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, did he? Núñez, with your flashy hair, we don't care in your underwear, the Scousers will wear, says Darren Merry. Give me loads of songs. Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Good to see Gakpo back training, says JK. JK Kismet. Yes. Did you see the inside training with Gakpo, Núñez, Sabozo, says Richard Hutchinson. And Frank, I put my email on chat for Jason. Let's have a laugh next week, says Terry. Yeah. That's good, though. Yeah. Why not? Just why not? Good for you, Daryl. And Richard Hutchinson. Did you see the last week's Women? No, never watched it. Did you watch it?
I had it on for 5 minutes, turned it off.
No.
It doesn't interest me. Just doesn't interest me, mate. So I'm not even going to talk about it because it just doesn't interest me.
Doesn't interest me, to be honest. Just because it's like Liverpool ladies doesn't mean to say, you're going to turn it on and watch the full 90 minutes.
No, of course
no,
not.
It's just no interest to me whatsoever.
Like international football, I've got no interest in that either. Really,
right. I never seen one international. Never seen a minute of it.
The only thing I've seen is the 2 Uruguay goals against Brazil. That was it. That's the only. And I know England won. I don't know any other scorelines because I never looked. Mm-hmm. I couldn't give a monkey's ass for England anyways, you know. But there you go.
Sabozzo is live on the porno tonight, Frank. That's shocking. That's shocking.
So is he chatting to you and he's got porno on at the same time? Bloody hell.
I put a picture up once on my facey. And because someone said, have you got a picture when you were young? Because I might know you from the old days. And I said, yeah, so I put it up. When I put it up, you know, black hair, stash. So God bless me, you look like a 70s Italian porn star.
Franco the pimp.
Franco. Sabozzo is one good-looking boy cooking. Yeah, I'd get that. Yeah, I'd say that. And give me up some goulash tonight. It depends. But anyway, I'm going to finish now. What do you think, Steve? So, in all seriousness, Saturday, early kick-off.
Straight into them. Smash right through them. 3-0. 3 points, happy days. I can't even moan yet because I haven't even seen who the referee is on Saturday. I haven't seen, so I don't know who they're giving the game to in the VAR, but I'm trying not to think about that because it just boils me piss, but there you go.
Yeah. It's so is it a win?
Yes.
What you're saying? It's a
1,000%.
Don't go, Frank, I'm on fire, says Darryl.
Imagine not being that goulash, lad.
Don't mention Viagra either.
But it's Cialis these days as well, isn't it? Some stuff called Cialis as well, which is like Viagra.
Do you know what I was watching there, Steve? It just came on. You know that The Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, the one where he keeps coming back.
Clever film, that, you know. It's a clever film.
Yeah, it's like a science fiction Groundhog Day, isn't it? But like, but he keeps getting killed.
Yeah.
And you have to work out how not to get killed.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was a bit. I think it was a bit too clever for its own good. To be honest with you, it was all right.
It could have been. But Brendan Gleeson, he did a cameo, didn't he?
Brendan Gleeson's brilliant, mate. He's absolutely brilliant.
I love him. But funny enough, I like that Tom Cruise. I think his Mission Impossible franchise is absolutely amazing.
I've only ever watched the first one. I wasn't that impressed. Yeah, I wasn't that impressed.
I've watched them all, to be honest. I'll tell you who's in it. Simon Pegg.
I know. I've seen like trailers and all that. Like people who were it. I wasn't that impressed with the first one, so I never went back.
And Rebecca Ferguson. I love Rebecca Ferguson. Anyway, good night. Take care, everyone, says Snapey.
Good night, Steve.
You watching the England versus South Africa cricket, England versus South Africa rugby, Shimaev versus Usman, Makavet, whatever it is, versus and that other fella, and Catterall and Linatus, Lowell versus Chamberlain, Liv versus Everton, and Chelsea. No.
The only thing I'll be watching is the derby. That's it. Out of that list.
Same here. Terry is on. Well, that's amazing.
Anyway. Yeah. That's bloody mank again. He hates us.
Yeah, David Shakespeare says Craig Pawson, assistants Mark Perry, Wade Smith, fourth official Thomas Bramall, VAR David Coote, assistant VAR Stuart Bate.
Coote bad enough as well, another mank.
Whoever sang said my nan can sing better karaoke, and she's been dead. She's dead. Stay. Thank you for coming
Pleasure,
on.
Frank. Pleasure, Frank.
Really,
I couldn't bear seeing you on your own any longer, mate.
Only the lonely. Only the lonely. That's the way it is. And I get another as well.
Nice one, Franco.
I just got a message off Keith Taylor. He wasn't feeling.
Is he all right?
Oh. He wasn't feeling too good. So
get well soon, Keith, lad.
Yeah, he was ill. I do know that he wasn't feeling right because of, I don't know, it might have had COVID or something. You know what I mean?
Maybe, mate. There's a lot of bugs going around at the moment, so.
Frank, sorry, I can't agree about the ladies. They now have a manager who has started to put a good team together on the last game. They were unlucky having started like the men's team. Fast start to win. It's just our opinion, or my opinion, and Steve's opinion. Just
I'm not slagging it off. I'm not slating it. I've just got no interest in it.
No.
That's it.
Of course we're not.
That's it.
And they've got great facilities up at Melwood, haven't they?
Yeah. They got Melwood now, haven't they? Yes. Yeah, so.
Yeah, they play at Anfield as well.
Good luck to them, mate. That's all I can say. Good luck to them.
And David Shakespeare says, thank you for a lovely evening. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Cheers for hosting, Frank, says Snapey. Thank you, Steve. And JK Kesmet says, top show at Frank. Let's go get them 3 points. Thank you so much, Steve, again. Really, it was great.
No worries, mate.
And the great comments.
Yeah, and we got 3 home games. We got 3 home games in a week. Sorry, what?
I only got one light.
Sorry about that, Frank. I must have put everyone off. We got 3 home games in a week, so let's crack on.
Yeah, that's the way. Love you, Frank. Cheers, Steve. God bless everyone, says Daryl Merry.
Nice one.
And Stephen Snape says, best of luck tomorrow, Frank. Hope everything works out, mate. That's where I'm going to the hospital. Thank you, Stephen.
Same from me, Frank. Hope it all goes well for you tomorrow.
I know that. Thank you, says Richard. That's, saying about,
no worries.
Peace, as Steve and the chat says J.K. Kismet. Lovely.
Nice one, J.K. lad.
And this Brian McMahon. Come on, the mighty Reds. And good luck, Frankie, says Darren. Okay. Be all there.
Nice all.
Thank you, Steve.
Nice all.
Really
no worries, Frank. I'll bell you over the weekend, okay?
No, I know you will. I know you always do. And I appreciate that, by the way. You know that. I
might have something for you as well.
Don't mention Smarties either.
I wasn't even thinking of that, mate.
yeah, I know. Listen, ladies and gents, thank you for tuning in to the Me Tonight and Steve. Steve's helped me out big time. Great fella, great Red. And good luck, good. Best for tomorrow. Good luck and the best for tomorrow, mate, says Arthur Schofield.
Thanks.
And Daryl Merry, blue pill. That's good.
Right, I'm off on that note. See you later.
On that note, I'm off as well. Thank you so much.
See you later. Night all.
See you all on Monday with the history show if anyone's tuning in. And I'll see you all on for the football show next Tuesday. And again next Thursday. Thank you so much for helping me out tonight. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And as Richard says, stay positive, Frank, and be happy. Thank you. You make me happy. Thank you. And Daryl says, Emily May. Oh. Email. Oh, okay. I'll get the email off. I'll get the email off Jason. I'll send you. I'll email you. Okay, Emily. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Love you all. And I'll let you all know as well how I got on. I really will. I'll get it up summer. How I got on. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for your well wishes as well. Really appreciate it. Really. So I'll see you all next week. See you all next week. Thank you so much.